Welcome to Herbal Marie, a podcast with ways to feel better and be well. We are talking about the tarot card, the Nine of Wands today. And the featured herb that we are going to get to know better is bayberry bark. So, one of the ways that we are learning about herbs is through the tarot of the Herbal Tarot by Michael Tier and Candace Canton. Thank you very much. And it's also helping us learn about ourselves and ways to feel better energetically, emotionally, spiritually, and then, yes, physically, because it's all connected. So I'm looking at the Nine of Wands, and we've got a young gentleman lad sitting under a tree, perhaps a barberry tree. We'll go with that. And there are 8. He's holding one wand, one staff, one stick, and there's 8 other ones like kind of in the background. He's just kind of like glancing their way, kind of like they almost appear to be like a wall, but they're spaced out a little bit. So the barberry bark is what we're going to be talking about. There's a sprig of barberry in the forefront. It looks like with some little berries. So yeah, the guy's like just chilling, like sitting down, real relaxed, looking and not feuding like we've seen with the wands before. So here's what I learned in my research with the Nine of Wands. The message is to hang in there. Like, hang in there. So even if this dude is sitting there feeling like beat up after a long journey, okay, you ever have that vibe and you're tired and you feel defeated because, you've gotten through so many obstacles pursuing your goals. There's still a lot to do. So you kind of need a message to hang in there. The Nine of Wands is saying, hang in there. There's complex issues at work here. There's a lot to do and don't give up. Okay. So if you get the Nine of Wands upright in your reading, it is a message to keep on going, hang in there, muscle on, and protect yourself. Okay, it is a great idea to be aware of your surroundings and the energies around you, but keep on pursuing what you want to achieve. Don't give up, even if you feel defeated. It's definitely a keep going card upright. Now, reversed, it's going to be addressing how you're feeling overwhelmed and there's a lot of self-doubt. Maybe it's going to call you out on being overly defensive. Like, do you really need to be acting this way, or are you overreacting? Are you acting appropriate, or are you overreacting? It's a good self-reflective thing to ask now and again, because maybe you need to take some time to heal and regroup. So maybe you do need to not keep going for right now. If it's reversed, take some time to heal and regroup, and then evaluate if you've been acting appropriate or overreacting. Yeah, it's sometimes is a hard call, and you do need to step back and think about that. So the Nine of Wands, let's learn more about it in the Spirit of Herbs on page 149. Barberry bark, going to be a learning day all around if this is a new herb for you. So barberry bark is Myrica cerifera, and the moon in Sagittarius. So I just sort of plow through that second Latin word because, chances are you're not going to know if I got it right or not. So the warrior sits beneath the tree, staff in hand, while 8 other staffs present a barrier of opposition in the not too distant horizon. Unable to vanquish his foes, he also remains unvanquished. Well, that's not a word I use very often. Thus, the card signifies a formidable opposition or condition presenting itself in your life. Watchfulness is of the utmost importance as you avail yourself of the opportunity to gather your reserves and prepare for an impending confrontation. So, yeah, still coming at you, bro. But now's your chance to rest up and get yourself together. This card also serves as a reminder that more often than not, we are our own worst enemy. The nature of any confrontation may challenge and distract us from knowledge of self. Yet the experience can help us to see the mirror of ourselves through the situation at hand. Very true. So, success in dealing with such experiences, therefore, is to seek a greater knowledge of self. Strength is found when one takes the opportunity to reflect on the inner state which predisposed one to the present conflict. So that is a lot to take in. Yeah. So he's sitting there contemplating, like, wow, what is this showing me? Who am I? Like, how did I manifest this? What is this mirror revealing to me? So it also says that this card may also represent a time of feeling most whole, balanced, and grounded. Due to the place of inner power cultivated within, there may be a feeling of great inner strength and an ability to see a conflict for what it is and not feel unduly threatened by it. So, yeah, sometimes you can then rise above and feel pretty good about things. All right, so let's talk about bayberry bark. Now, the herbal allies for bayberry, if you don't have it near you or in your life, another herbal ally would be oak bark or witch hazel. Okay, so get that kind of vibe going on here. The spiritual properties. This herb will strengthen and coalesce reserves in the face of adversity and opposition, areas of inner conflict and self-invalidation will be made more visible, and the energy of attracting conflict toward the self will be lessened. So, yeah, sometimes we do want it brought to our attention, brought to the surface. Like, where am I invalidating myself? Where am I not lifting myself up? Because this inner conflict could be mirrored out, before me. So the outer conflict might be caused by something inner. So we want to stop that. We want to be aware of it. So now we can stop it. So we will quit attracting conflict towards ourselves. Like, quit being so combative, and then maybe not everyone will want to fight you. Come on, we all know somebody like that in our life. Like, I'm thinking of someone very specific now. Not even myself. I've met someone even more combative than me in life. And yeah, like, everyone wants to fight with her. And you start to understand why, because she's harboring this inner conflict all the time. It just exudes out of her. All right. So, anyways, enough about that. No more judgment. The medicinal properties of bayberry bark. Well, it combines both warm, stimulating, drying, astringent properties. So it's got warm, stimulating, and drying astringent properties. It is used to inhibit or slow, as I slur, it slows all abnormal discharges, including abnormal mucus discharge from the sinuses and lungs, diarrhea, bleeding, and excessive menstrual bleeding. It is also used for the treatment of colds and coughs, especially when there is an excess of clear or whitish phlegm. Finally, it makes excellent tooth powder, gum powder for whitening and tightening the teeth and treating gingivitis or gum inflammation. So that astringent, drying, warming, stimulating properties of bayberry comes in very handy for those ailments. The dose and preparation. So use the herbal essence as needed and visualize the self being strong and whole. See the area of inner conflict and turmoil melting away, and allow a clear blue light to fill their space. Carry the herb in a pouch to imbue you with the cohesiveness that is needed. So, very interesting. Yeah. To really use the power of your mind to see the area of the inner conflict melding away, watching the turmoil melt away, and then see a clear blue light filling that space, right? So it leaves you, there's an empty space now, and put the clear blue light in there and feel strong and feel whole. So that's why this Nine of Wands Bayberry card comes with the keywords fortification, holding off, suspicion. I mean, still be aware of yourself. Don't take too deep of a nap. Suspicion, right? There's something coming. Feeling of wholeness, though. Like you're good where you're at. You're feeling whole. All right, so let's take a deep breath. We got an affirmation here, and I think we're really going to like it. It says, I feel inner balance and groundedness. I face any opposition with peace and understanding. So let's do this. I feel inner peace. I feel inner balance and groundedness. I face any opposition with peace and understanding. I feel inner peace. I feel inner balance and groundedness. I face any opposition with peace and understanding. Once more, nice big in breath. I feel inner balance and groundedness. I face any opposition with peace and understanding. And so it is.